Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
We are back here ready to ignite and heal with Tristen Sky, who is a professional channeler who, assists others in healing and igniting consciousness through psychic, astrological, and energy healing modalities. Welcome back to the show today, Tristen. How are you?
Thank you so much. It's lovely to see you like always. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, thank you for being here. Excited to have you back. In the past few weeks, I've gotten to know you on a very personal level, and you amaze me and so many people with your energy, what you do, how it works, and you're just overall a great being, great energy, great presence, and always wanting to help others. So please tell us a little bit about yourself before we begin today.
Sure. You're so sweet. So yes, my name is Tristen Sky and I'm a professional psychic medium. So what I do is I sit with clients online through Zoom and I pass along messages from the other side. So I'm an empath. I'm super sensitive. So I feel things from the other person, but also on the other side. So I pass along messages to help with two specific things: igniting awareness, so consciousness, understanding that there's more to life than this, understanding life after death, or just understanding energy a bit better, but also healing. So I love to heal. So something to heal on: heartbreak, grief, whatever it is. I really want to get to that, like that juicy stuff. So those are the two things I work with. And yeah, and I also do a bunch of other things like we talked about. I also dabble in astrology. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher. I love the energy of nature and flowers. Like my knowledge just never ends. I love to learn it all, but it all revolves around igniting awareness and healing. So that's what I do.
And hence the igniter of consciousness. I like that
Yeah.
title. Oh, Tristen, how can we
Yeah.
find you?
Yes. And it's actually my title was something really, it took me a while to figure out. So I'm like, what am I? Like, what do I do? And it's like, that's what I do. It's
Yeah.
like not a traditional title, but I'm like, I ignite consciousness. So www.tristensky.com, TRISTENSKY. That's my website. So you can look me up there and book a session. I'm on Instagram, Tristen.sky, Facebook. Yep, that's where you can find me.
Beautiful. And we want to know about how a session works. Could you share, give us some insight here?
Yes. So what I'd love to do, if it's okay with you as well, is kind of bring you through like an example reading so I can kind of like read you. We can do that.
Absolutely. That'd be great. And you have my permission. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
so
So
fun.
cool. Exciting.
But yeah, I'll kind of walk you through it. So for everyone listening, so they kind of understand how it works. So how it happens. So I see people through Zoom. So if you're watching, this is how it's done, but it can even be done in a phone call or just in person. So this is my spiel, which I kind of already said, but I'm a hypersensitive person. So I'm really sensitive to energy my whole life. So I'm sensitive to the other person. So I feel things. If someone's sad, I feel it. If someone's happy, I feel it. So there's a lot of information within that, but I'm so sensitive. I'm also sensitive to the energies on the other side. So on the other side, there's past loved ones, archangels, spirit guides. So they communicate to me through clairvoyance, which you talked about in the podcast as well. So that's my main one, is clairvoyance, which means clear seeing in French, clairvoyance. So I see things. That's how spirit communicates to me. I'll see symbols, I'll see images, I'll see numbers, I'll see scenarios. And to me, it doesn't make sense because I don't freaking know what's going on, but I just say what I
Love
see.
you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then it kind of connects to the other person. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I want to say psychic stuff is tricky because let's say I see a fish. Well, maybe the soul was trying to tell me that this person was a fisherman, but in my mind, I was like, oh, fish, Pisces, or this person liked to eat fish. So
Yeah.
sometimes we kind of have to work together to figure out what the message is. But
Okay.
basically, what do I do? So for the sitter is what we call it. So for you, the person, your job really is just to be open. So read me open and be honest. Sometimes people, not that they lie, but
They're scared.
they're scared, so they withhold information. Like if I say something like, "Oh, you have a crush on someone," they're like, "No, I don't." I'm like, "Yes, you do." Just say. So being honest is part of your
Okay.
role. That's basically how that works. Do you have questions about that?
No, no, I'm an open book. I think I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty open, and you have my permission to talk whatever it is, good or bad. I don't care.
Let's do it.
Okay, so then make sure the phone's off. And then, so do I have to breathe? Do I have to do anything?
I'll walk you through it. So let me
Okay.
count. Okay, so I'll breathe for you. I like to breathe. Okay, so I'll just start saying things. You say, yes, that makes sense, or no, it does not. And I tend to start small, and then we'll get to deeper, bigger things. Okay, so the first thing I feel is a lover for your phone. So it's funny you deciding to meet my phone. I'm seeing you on your phone a lot, either texting and laughing. Like it seems really playful and fun, like a good energy with the phone. So I wouldn't say it's like, ugh, I'm on my phone all day. It's like, oh, I just love my freaking phone. Would that make sense?
Yeah, I'm on my phone a lot. Yeah, but I don't have someone that I'm loving and feeling loving about. I Snapchat my kids. I Snapchat that, but it's fun
Yeah, yeah.
loving. Yeah,
Yeah. That's what
yeah,
I mean. Like it's just
it's
good
not, yeah,
energy. Not
yeah.
necessarily romantic, but I'm laughing and it's like fun and like lovey though. Like yeah, so with your kids or friends.
Yep,
Okay.
I send them all memories that pop up on my phone on their Snapchats when they get them from
Oh,
school. They see little memories of them as a baby and stuff like that, or silly things, and they get embarrassed, but I still do it.
okay. So did you do this today or recently by chance?
I didn't snap them today. No, not yet.
Or
I
in the
snapped them. I snapped my niece today. And no, I snapped them maybe like 2 days ago was the last time I snapped them some pictures from my memories.
Okay, so also everything I say tends to be 3 days in the past or 3 days
Okay.
in the future. So sometimes,
Okay.
but that connects. Another thing I'm feeling is a love of being a mom, and I already know that because I know you, so I already know that. But I'm psychically seeing it as well. Like it's like the favorite title is mother. It's like you could be woman, wife, producer, whatever, but mother is like top number one.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I also feel a love of space at the same time. It's like I love them to bits, but my gosh, I love it when they're out of my hair at the same time. It's like needing my alone time, like, oh, but at the same time, I love them. I feel like, does that make sense?
110%. I wish I had more alone time. I don't. And when I do, I love it. So, for
Yeah,
example, over the past few years, I always say Mother's Day. I'm like, I don't want to spend Mother's Day with my kids. I spend with my kids 300 and probably 60 days a year with them. I said,
right.
so Mother's Day should be my day. I'm a
There
mom.
you
Now
go.
leave the house. It doesn't work that way because I'm with them full time. But like, I always say that as a joking, loving way, but kind of the
Yes.
truth. Like, I wouldn't mind if they went elsewhere on Mother's Day, but I love them so much.
So this is exactly why. It's because you're such a good mom, and then it's such your priority that it's like you have to give yourself grace and understand, or maybe you already know this, but it's like that you deserve the break. It's like it's deserved and it's rewarded. It's because you're such a good mom that you need the other side. So if
Yes.
you ever feel guilty about that, I'm not too sure. You can wipe that off. Are you writing? No, hold on. Or reading? Hold on. I'm seeing either, okay, so either I'm writing, but I don't think so, or I'm going through old texts, like old books or something in the past, or like diplomas, or what is this?
I'm trying to break down a room in my house that's full of crap, to be honest, and it's all
Oh,
stuff in storage. There's paperwork. There's my mom's old paperwork. There's my I did 2 weeks ago or so. I started going through my cell phone when I went on vacation. I had time to actually go through my phone, delete text, and
oh
delete
my
stuff.
gosh.
Wait, this morning I deleted a whole bunch of emojis and text threads because my iPhone was full. I don't know if that's it,
Okay.
but yeah,
For
yeah.
all of that, yes, that
I'm
seems to be about
organizationally
right.
challenged. So
Oh
once I
my
get
God.
into it, I get into it and then I stop. So I'm into it, then I'm stopped. But I have trouble.
Okay, that's okay. Well, that soul is around you a lot, so I would just go to your mom. I just feel like your mom was with you during all of this, so like going through old things, or maybe you thought about her going through old things. You know, she's just a very loving presence. Like I feel an exhale around her. My God, she loves you to bits, eh? What does she have to say? Okay, I'm just feeling her. So I want to say I don't know what this means. So this just seems a bit deeper. I almost feel like there was a promise, or like I promise I'll always do this, or I promise I'll always. There's like a promise. I'll always love you. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, and
I'm
you
gonna
can cry.
cry
It's emotional.
because she
Yeah,
promised me she was going to. It sounds crazy, but like be my full-time nanny. It was by me having a kid by myself. She was going to
mm,
live with me and finally get out of her toxic household with my father and help me raise my kids. And it would get her out of the house. She would still have her home because she never could get divorced, even though she wanted to, but she didn't have it in her. So the
right,
plan was, all right, this is great. You love my kid, my son, and then, I had to go back to work. She left for a little bit, but then within 6 months, she got diagnosed with cancer, lung cancer. And then she spent the next year and a half fighting that. So I still feel gypped, like in a sense. Like I moved
oh,
and then I moved to a home so I could take care of her so she could pass with me. And I took care of her and I had a 2-month-old when she passed and a 2-year-old, and still single by myself with the 2 kids. And I feel like you were supposed to be here with me. It's not
Okay.
fair. I can't go
Oh,
out of my house. I can't do things like my other friends do, and they have parents that are helping. And I'm just, so
okay.
I don't hate her for it, obviously, but I'm disappointed it went this way. But it's not her fault. But I do
Yeah.
sometimes say, Mom, why aren't you here? You
Yeah.
promised, and my life would be different.
So let's talk
But
about that because she talks about the promise often. And I wrote this down. So before I wrote some things down. The first one was I love you, which kind of makes sense. I'm proud of you. And there's something about owing, like I owe you, or I owe something. But she wants to say that the love is enough. Okay. So she's always around. Okay. So she is kind of like a nanny. I know it's not physical. She can't pick up the kids or do these things, but my gosh, she's so present. She's always with you. And she's purple. She feels really
that was her favorite color,
it,
amethyst,
yeah,
and
purple energy.
lilacs too. So yeah.
Yeah. And she comes, so if you see purple or something, that could be a sign that mom's around, truly. If you think of it, if you just think of her, she's around. I want to say she's around in the kitchen. Or it's like when you forget something, she might whisper in your ear where it is. Like she's really around. I did feel okay. So I just want to talk about her death real quick. She didn't want to go either. She's like, I didn't want this either. She didn't want to go, so she didn't want this, but she really understands. Like, I feel like it's as hard as it is. Everything happens for a reason. And that really seems like that was her checkout day. It really seems like it was meant to be.
Hmm.
Are numbers? I'm seeing numbers. So do you connect to numbers or like 111 or was there or something about the number 1 or 2, 111, 222, or her birthday or passing on ones or twos? Or one is January, two is February,
She's
or
born February,
she was born?
February 9th, 55.
Okay, and her 55. And her passing, when did she pass?
She died April, is it really 9th or 10th, 2017? I forget because it was like midnight. I always get that wrong. It was the 10th, so it was midnight. So it was April 10th. So April,
Okay.
so 410,
1
2000.
0 1 plus 1 is 1 plus okay, so it could be the 10th. I don't know, but she's showing me numbers. I want to say she sends you signs. Actually, I'm quite sure of it that just mom's around. So it's very spiritual, but you kind of have to believe in it. So if you
I
see okay, numbers or whatever, an amethyst, if she liked amethyst, whatever
mm-hmm.
it is, she sends signs and she's quite active. I really like the forgiveness aspect. So I don't know if she forgives you or you forgive her, but she's really happy with the forgiveness. She kind of wants to take all your worries, like give them to me to give. She just wants to take them all away, and like we're good now. Love is here. I'm always around. I think she's always around now. Like she really
Yes.
always is. So connecting to that, you're very strong and that she's proud of you. Does that connect as well?
Oh
Because I
my
wrote that
gosh, that's
down.
all she would say is how proud I was the youngest child, but I'm like her
Okay.
oldest child. I'm always the one who took care of everything. I was the most mature, and still to this day at all 3 kids, I'm still helping with everything and everyone. And I have
Yeah.
that, it's in me to be that person, like take care of her when she was dying. There was nothing else more
Oh,
important. Like there was no one else
yeah.
who did it. I was like, my sister was like, oh, she's not dying, she's fine. I'm like, Jen, you need to stop working. You got to be with, like, no one else understood it. And I just connected with her more because we were really close. And she was my travel buddy. She was my everything. But I so feel her out. I talk to her all the time.
Yes.
I was talking to her just the other day because
Oh,
we lost someone. And I said, I hope you welcome her. This soul, Tammy, my niece's boyfriend, he's 14 and his mom just passed 3 days
no.
ago. So I taught my mom, okay, welcome her, show her around. Like, and I try to, I'm like, I talk to me, come to me. What do you like? And I try. I don't get it, but I still talk. And I know one
That,
day it'll
yes.
maybe. But I talk to her all the time. I sound like a crazy person. In my living room, there's a huge, huge picture of her, like huge,
Oh,
on
I
my
love it. Okay,
mantle.
so
Yeah,
she's there.
yeah.
Obviously, I don't think you're crazy. That's normal. We are intuitive beings. We are loving beings. So it makes sense to connect to the other side
Hmm.
like that and talk to our loved ones. So yeah, makes sense. She's really thankful that you were the responsible one. Is it you that likes sugar, fruit? I'm not cereal. Is that you or who's eating cereal a lot? Or
My son's been eating cereal a lot.
okay,
Yeah.
like weirdly, like more than usual, or just
No,
he
no,
loves
not
cereal?
just he likes cereal.
Okay,
Fructose, I have a genetic disorder that involves fructose,
okay.
which I didn't know till later in life. And so I can't eat sugars. I don't really eat fruit. I don't eat. So I don't know if she's trying to talk about that, but we both had bad belly issues.
Oh, okay. I want to say it's okay that he eats sugar. I don't know. I'm not a
Okay.
doctor, but there's something like let him eat sugar. He's allowed right now or something.
Yeah.
Don't know what that means. You also have a grandfather figure that's stepping forward. So just know that he's around you quite a lot. I don't know if it's dad's dad or mom's dad, but he talks about protecting you. He just loved you to bits and like you were like his little girl. Like he sees you so small.
What does he
Um
look like?
he's
Or
manly. He's a bit covered up. So I want to say a bit shy or not glamorous, not fashiony. Like he seems a bit more reserved. Um,
rough? Well, yeah, I'm thinking if it's my mom's dad, like he has piercing blue eyes. Um, and I was 16 when he passed. And then my other grandpa was he was in the war. Well, I feel like I was really close to my mom's dad, but I was so young. I always liked him a lot.
okay, yeah. So just know he's like a guardian angel to you. So he's
Okay.
always been around, like a literal
Grandpa
guardian.
John. Okay.
That just gave me shivers. So yes, that would be
Okay.
him.
Hi,
So he
Grandpa
loves you to,
John.
yeah, he's been with you forever. He really
Yeah.
has been. So you can talk to him too. So you mentioned, do you have a bra that's uncomfortable or like a new bra, old bra? Have you talked about this? Something about a bra?
I don't understand. I got fit at Victoria's Secret years ago, and again recently.
Yeah.
I have a thin back. They're trying to tell me I'm a 32, and it sounds crazy. Double D. I used to wear a 34C. I'm not that big, but anyway, it's too tight. So I
Yeah.
just went out and bought these sports bras
Oh, you
because
did.
I can't stand the way the wire feels and
Okay.
how tight. That is
I
bizarre.
Well, I kid you not. I wrote sports bra.
Goosebumps.
I wrote sports bra.
Stop.
Yeah, I wish I could show you, but like new bra slash sports bra.
Look, yeah, look right here.
Yeah.
I bought
But
a whole bunch of like TJ Maxx because I can't wear regular bras anymore. They hurt.
so here's the thing. How did I know that? It's because your spirit team was with you. So either your mom or your grandpa. So they're with us all the time. So they
Uh-huh.
saw that and then they showed me that because I wasn't with you. I don't know anything. Your spirit team was, and that's who I'm connecting with. So just so you know, you're
Stop.
always looked after. There's angels around you all the time, my dear. Okay. And yeah, I feel like listen to your body, listen to what feels good. You know, we're different. We grow and we change. So listen to that. I'm also seeing fitness for you or walking with a friend. It seems like light fitness, like a walk or just like light stretches. But is that something you're doing?
I just went on the treadmill for the first time 3 days
Okay.
ago in probably like 2 years. Yeah.
Okay.
And at the clubhouse where I live in this little community, there's a gym, and me and my boys went to the gym in the morning. He wanted him to
Oh,
work out at 9. I literally walked on the treadmill for 6 minutes, and then I got a phone call that this woman died. So I had to go meet my sister and stuff. But I walked for 6 minutes. Talk about brief, and I
yeah.
haven't been back.
Yeah, that's okay. Keep up with that. Though I'm sensing that seems really good for not just the body, but also the mental health, the physical health, the emotional health. There's
Okay.
something with, and it seems like walking or it doesn't seem too intense because
Good. I hate it. I don't like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
intense.
It seems like a nice gentleness, but still work. One more thing before I talk to your friend, Tammy is her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Before I go to that, they want to talk about okay, so it's so silly. When I smell burnt toast, it can mean actual burnt toast, or it just means I'm in my head a lot and I just have a lot of things and I go like do 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 like it to me it's like over frying the brain. I'm getting
Okay.
that energy from you. So they talk about meditation or I don't know, or gardening, or it's like a yard work.
I
I don't, what is it?
I fertilize my own lawn. I have oh yeah, I'm big. I've been outside the past week with my son. I stopped
Oh,
using the chemical killers, and I bought about 16-gallon jugs of white vinegar, and me and my
okay.
son have been spraying the weeds in the yard because there's a part that
Oh,
doesn't have grass right now, so we're getting it ready to get the grass. I'm big into weed killing. I hate weeds, but I
yeah.
also can't keep things alive. So I'm thinking about
Hmm.
buying fake plants on Amazon to plant in front of my house. So no
Ah,
one will know, but
do that.
I
I'm
hate
also,
weeds.
yes. Yeah, I'm seeing that and it seems meditative and calm. Like it seems like you get out of your head when you
It
do these
does.
fun
I love
things.
it. I love being out
Yeah.
there with my hat on covered from the sun, and yes,
Mm,
spray the weeds.
yeah. And then you have your angels that visit you. I'm seeing specifically rocks though. So I don't know if you want to make a rock garden
Well, I
or
want to
like
add rocks in the area because I can't
you
stand
do.
the weeds that are coming up because the
Okay.
landscaper says don't put the grass up to the wall. And I'm like, but I'll get weeds and have to put the fabric down. But I'm thinking about putting some rocks between the wall and the grass.
Yeah. Okay. Love that. I'm seeing that, so I had to say it. I'm not
Okay.
too sure. One more thing is so I see animals a lot, and animals are not the literal animals because it comes with a message. Anyways, I see a deer, and deer comes to me when it's about gentleness. It comes for innocence. It comes for independence in a way, like, or resilience. I like the word resilience. Like deers are hunted and all these things. You have a deer energy of like purity, gentleness, resilience, strength, beauty. You're a beautiful person. So anyways, the deer just showed up. Okay, so your friend Tammy, she comes in, and the first thing I want to say is that she's okay. I just want to keep this. That was the first. It's like tell her I'm okay. I'm okay. So this is fresh, eh? So this happened very
4 days ago.
okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry, my dear.
It's Monday.
Yeah. Okay. So she really is okay and still adjusting, to spirit life, when things happen so quickly. Yeah, a lot of love for the kids, eh? My gosh. A lot of love for is there more than one kid?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
she has one that's in a home, and then the one that
Oh,
was with her, and now he's been staying at my sister's house because he doesn't really have a good home life. So she was
no.
his full caretaker, but she also
Okay.
had some issues of her own.
So she says that it's a boy, this child?
Yeah,
Yeah, that he'll will be where he needs to be. It's not where he is now, that it's going to be somewhere else, and that he will be where he needs to be. I'm getting sooner than later though, so it's going to happen quite soon where he's going to move or change houses or whatever, but he'll be where he needs to be and it'll be a nice loving place, that's for sure. She shows me it was quick. When I see a lightning bolt, it means it was quick, so something happened quickly, the illness or the death it was something quick or sudden. Would that make sense?
yes.
It
She
was, eh?
he woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. His mom was in his bed, and he's 14. He's
Oh
sleeping because she
no.
couldn't breathe the night before. She has asthma. She has
Okay.
she had a heart attack 2.5, 3 months ago. She's only 45.
No.
But she also, she had some history with drug use in the past, which could have led this on. We don't know yet, but she woke up asking for an inhaler. She couldn't breathe. And he got the machine. Inhaler was empty. She ran out to get the inhaler. He comes back in and she was taking like her last breaths, and he called
Mm.
911, did the compression. So
Yeah.
don't
Again,
have
I'm
that back
sorry.
yet. Like we don't have the toxicology back yet to see if it was a heart issue or it was asthma or whatever it was.
Well, it's definitely chest, which makes sense. Heart, lungs. It's
And breathe.
definitely
Yeah.
here. Yeah. And suffocating. So I'm getting air. I think it's like an air thing. But she wants to talk about how grateful she was for you, I think, or just how fun you guys were, or you guys saw her. Like there's like a fun energy here, like girls' trip, like
Yeah, well,
girlhood.
she became close with my sister because she
Oh,
didn't,
with your
because it was my sister's daughter's boyfriend. But again, they're young, 13, 14. But my
yeah,
sister kind of took this little boy under his wing, and the whole family, we love him. He's just a good kid. He's been through a lot, and
yeah.
he's been,
Well, with that kid, I'm getting he wants to run away, like run, which is makes sense. Run away from your feelings, like it's too hard. So
yeah.
we're just gonna have to sit with him and hug him, and
That's
you
what
know,
we
talk.
did. I took him to Chick-fil-A the night his mom died. I picked him up and got my family
Okay,
and everyone.
so this is the thank you because she was saying thank you.
Oh,
So I think it must be because of this. She's just very thankful for you. And was she married or something with a?
she was married, Goosebumps, and the
Yeah.
husband lived in the top part of the house, but they never talked. So Brenda didn't have a good relationship with his father
Okay.
and was in the house when this all happened. Didn't even wake his father up. He called him later and his father was
He,
yelling. So there's,
yeah,
I don't know.
he will step up. I really feel like
I
he's gonna step, and I
I
don't know what
think
that
so
means.
too. I
Yeah.
just met him for the first time at the house the other morning, and I just feel like because of the mom was there and their relationship, it put Brandon in the middle, and he kind of chose the one side of his mom. But I hope that relationship's repairable because dad has to be a good guy. Dad gave him a home to live in,
He will.
and
Yeah. Whatever that is going to heal. Also, I guess his name is Brandon. I sense a girlfriend for him. Like, I know he's young, but I sense like a little friend for him in the future. It seems really cute.
mhm,
Now, I'm just going to pull three cards for you before we finish this real quick.
sure.
This is just what I like to finish on, just like a past, present, future kind of
Okay.
deal. Oh, and I'm pulling good cards. I'm so happy for you. So, what I felt too, and I didn't say, is I felt like there's like a sense of coming into yourself recently. It's like this maybe previous chapters were really hard, but it seems like this new chapter you're on, it seems really self-fulfilling. It's like I finally know who I am or I'm in the groove of things. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, I finally realized I don't need a boyfriend or a husband. I have so much love for my boys and they're my life. And it's like I always thought I had to have what everyone else had. And it was this relationship. And I'm
Mm.
like, I had to make my love and I made my boys. So it's like I feel like I don't need that acceptance and I don't have time for that. And I'm okay with it
So,
now. I used to thought I have to have a
yeah.
boyfriend. I have to be.
I
I'm
love this. I love you. This is the exact moment, though, that we tend to get a partner. Just so you know, it's when
okay.
we don't want them, when we just
Okay.
so love for ourselves. But I've seen the future, not near future, but future. So you have time still to, heal and find yourself. But there's this, whenever you will get a partner, because I do think you will, I just sense it's going to be very easy. Like there's no drama, there's no baloney. Like it's just easy. I feel like that's what we need for you. I'm getting a really friends. I'm getting a lot of friends for you, just a lot of people around you, friends, girlfriends, just happiness, cheers, parties. Like I see a lot of fun for you. And the last thing, it's to move forward. So to move forward. So maybe that's relationship. I don't, so you can meditate on the word moving forward, but there's a sense of being stuck or standing still or just afraid to go. I don't know what this means, but I want you to go like you're ready. Let your butterfly wings come out. So we can talk for hours. My
I
gosh,
know,
but
I
that is
know.
basically how a reading with me works. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. Spot on.
Yeah, I'm not
Thank
that
you.
way. You're
And now
welcome.
I can't believe you wrote down something about my
Oh,
sports bra. That's cool. What else is in the book? Oh, wait.
sorry, yeah. Something about it, I don't know if it's ruining the surprise, but like an expensive gift for your kids, or like you really want to treat them like a trip or something, or like I don't know what it is, but I want to gift them something. Does that make sense?
If I shut down this Zoom call, you would see I've been searching for cruises. They've never been on a cruise. And BJ's has a special right now, like a $500 gift back coupon. I want to take
Okay.
them on a cruise, and that's
Yeah.
expensive. And I've been looking into it for like next February.
Okay. I'm picking up on it, and it seems like it's out of love.
Oh
I
my
feel like
gosh.
you're gonna love it, not just for them, but also for you. Your mom will be with you, and I feel like it's just gonna be the most amazing time.
All
Just
right.
love, just
That's
love, 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 love. Yeah.
love cruise and the sports bra. I can't believe you picked up on the sports bra. That's crazy.
I'm a sidekick. It's what I do.
Oh, thank you so much, Tristen Sky. Tell us how we can reach out to you. How does this work? How do you know what you need, right? Someone said they might want a reading, but you might know better what type of reading because there's so many.
Right. Well, yeah. So, yeah. So www.tristensky.com. You can just book a session. And that's what sometimes when people do, then I'm like, okay, we're gonna do psychic. We're gonna like I kind of well, not me, the spirit team decides what we're gonna do. Or there's an option you can book specifically what you want. Like, you know what, I just want astrology, or I just want energy healing, or I just want mediumship. You can do that as well. Or you can message me and we can kind of go back and forth and talk about it. But my arms are so wide open. I'm so like, come see me. I'd love to assist as many people as possible.
Thank you so much. And thank you for tapping into Mom and Tammy and yeah, my spirit guides and knowing they're around, even when I'm thinking about bras. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Thank
Of
you,
course.
Tristen. We
You're
appreciate you.
welcome.
And check him out on Instagram too. Tristen Sky, TristenSky. You can just Google him and it pops up. And
Thank you.
based out of Canada, but worldwide. So anywhere around the world. And by the way, you're wearing purple today. So that's my mom's favorite color.
Oh, I mean,
Okay.
it's cute. I love it.
It was just meant to be. We didn't know. Thank you so much, Tristan. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.